Hey everybody, it's Jeff. Welcome to another episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. It's a thirsty Thursday. It's March Madness. Let's dive into this. Around Super Bowl time, I was talking a lot of trash about how awesome my 49ers are, and they still are awesome, but they lost. Anyways, as I was talking some junk about it in the playoffs, the Denver Broncos were also taking part in it, and I was talking to my blogger buddy in Colorado, Jeff Eccles from The Lonely Vine. We made a little bet, and even though neither of our teams ended up winning the Super Bowl, how awesome is this dude? He sent me a bottle of some wine from Colorado, which I've never had before. I'm kind of excited because the bottle looks really awesome. The winery is called the Infinite Monkey Theorem. They're an urban winery from Denver, Colorado. And as far as I can tell, they source all their grapes from around Colorado. This 2011 Cabernet Franc is from the Grand Valley region of Colorado. Something new today. I did not open this before I started filming, and I took a picture of the top of this bottle right here. It's just really oddly shaped. I think this is this winery looks like they have quite a bit of fun with themselves. The concept of the infinite monkey theorem is that, if a monkey sits down at a typewriter for an infinite amount of times and just types random keys, eventually it will type, the works of Shakespeare. Now, monkeys don't live forever, and nobody's ever tried it, and nobody ever will, but it's just kind of a fun thing to look at. As a biology teacher, I am kind of confused as to why there's a chimpanzee on there, because that's an ape and not a monkey, but whatever. I think it's kind of fun to watch people struggle opening a bottle, and maybe that's what they're going with when we think about that aspect. But let me open this up here. I have no idea what the closure is like underneath here, so I got a whole lot of different gadgets. Let's see here. What do you know? So look at that. It's a glass stopper. I just cut that open with a foil cutter, and it just came right up. So there you go. A really awesome bottle. Good job at packaging Infinite Monkey Theorem from Denver, Colorado. Really good job. I like this a lot. I'm going to save this bottle, that's for sure. Now, I'm going to peel back this foil, just, maybe they got some treats underneath. I used to work at a record store, and one of the things that's really fun is when you look at album packaging, there's always little hidden gems, like, people would start hiding artwork underneath the CD tray and do really neat things with that, and I'm wondering if these guys do anything like that. Doesn't look like it. Wow, really just... Not often you hear me say, hey, this is some high quality foil, but it is. It's really nice. Let's just dive into this wine now. Got the big glass. Cabernet Franc's kind of an interesting grape, Typically we think of it as a blending varietal for different Bordeaux grapes like Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. There's some regions, in France, I think of the Loire Valley of France, where they do Cabernet Franc on its own when you talk about Chinon, and that's some really good stuff. I've had the opportunity to taste a lot of Cabernet Francs from California, and really, this is a grape that's just, it's a mystery grape to me because it can be so different depending on the climate that it's being grown in, When we talk about the ones from France, it's very earthy, very green. I've had some from California that are like big, bright, red fruits, or sometimes some super concentrated dark fruits. I mean, Cabernet Franc can be all over the map. What I will say right now is this is a fairly light color for a Cabernet Franc. Typically I would think of it as being a little bit darker, giving it, some nice color. So there's one thing that's different. Jeff Eccles, leave a comment below and tell me what like the weather conditions are like in Grand Valley, because I'd really be interested to know. I'm wondering if this is a significantly cooler climate, or what's happening with that. Let me know, dude. But again, a little bit lighter, but it is still that ruby to purple color. It's just that you can see right through it, almost Pinot Noir style, right? On the nose, I am getting a lot of those green. I was listening to the Wine Without Worry podcast, and Jameson Fink was saying he doesn't like to say green, he likes to say savory. And sure enough, as far as green notes go, as I'm smelling this, you can't get much more savory than this. I really am thinking like some herb coated Parmesan crackers, like some really fancy like not Ritz, like really fancy wheat thins, like the gourmet style ones. It kind of smells like that. I mean, very very savory and very. I'd love to have some cheese with this. I am getting like some jammy plum notes. I am getting like some red and black cherry notes as well. A little chalky, and it's definitely, wow, I mean, the nose is really interesting and totally different compared to anything else that I've tried before. I mean, just those those herby crackers, along with some, nice jammy fruits. It's a different flavor. It's a different style, different aroma. Sorry. So let's take a look at that flavor now. I gotta take one more swig, because this is a tough one to explain. My expectation when this first passed through my lips was that I was going to get a big blast of just ripe fruit up front. And there definitely is some good fruit in here. But more than anything else, the first thing that I'm getting are just like these really deep and complex and yet subtle, like umami type of flavors. Like I'm thinking about like edamame beans. I'm thinking about just some really nice like oyster mushrooms. But not like an overpowering, like earthy type of flavor. Just straight like tasty umami-ness. I hope that's making sense to you. Let me try some more here. Just that nice big savory leading into an earthy type of feel here. There are some nice plum fruits going on, but they're very much, taking a back seat and letting just the overall, wow, this is a really cool wine. Just letting the overall complexity of the wine take over. This is definitely a wine that you need to sit and you need to think about. This is not the over the top earthy Chinon type of stuff where it's just like dirt and soil and like green bell peppers. It's not that. It's not super bright over the top California fruit. I am getting like some leafy type of herbs. I am getting, wow. There is like again, going back to like the savory cracker type of thing, there's a little bit of like Parmesan cheese in there. It's a little strawberry. There's some tobacco starting to come through. Not like the super apparent like sweet tobacco leaf. I mean, it's very much like it seems like it's some older, like laid back kind of just really mellow tobacco. I mean, wow, this is this is a really awesome wine. Wow. $25. I was just looking at their website. You can order this. I'm pretty sure they can ship to California. The rest of you guys, I don't know. I mean, check the laws for your state. But wow, this is, and sorry for shaking the camera. This is just so different and interesting. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like to try Cabernet Franc whenever I can, because I mean everybody's got their own different take on this. It's definitely like a lighter styled Cabernet Franc. Did I say Cabernet Sauvignon earlier? I apologize. Definitely a lighter style Cabernet Franc, but it's not like I wouldn't call it thin. I mean, it's definitely like this really long, just subtle finish. I mean, this is almost it's a Cabernet Franc that if you're really into I only drink Pinot Noir, this would be the Cabernet Franc for you. It's honestly, I think it's a Cabernet Franc for anybody. This is wow. This is really cool. Let's give it a 92, and let's give Jeff Eccles a huge thanks, because this was fantastic. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Sorry if you don't like being called buddy. That's just how I roll. And I'm gonna save that stopper forever wherever I put this. I'm gonna save this whole bottle. It's just really cool, and let's all join their mailing list. What do you say? Leave a comment. Let me know if you're gonna do it. Everybody, stay rad.